My name is Isaac Ibazili, and I represent the applicants in this matter. The applicants are Yanima C. Edith, Dumba Julius, and Kanyaka Suzy. So, the applicants came to court to challenge the process that led to the election that everyone saw that had a lot of issues. The election of the National Executive Committee of the Democratic Party. And they ran to court as concerned members of the party to ensure that the party is run in a manner that is consistent with the democratic principles of the country. So when you came to court today, being the first time the matter was coming up, counsel for the respondents raised a point of law, said he had points of law to raise. The judge stood the matter over until 2 p.m. to allow him to raise his points of law so that I should respond on behalf of the applicants. He raised 5 points of law. One is that the applicants have no sufficient and direct interest in the matter, and we responded and told the court that the applicants are members of the party, and therefore they have sufficient interest in how the party is run. Secondly, they raised the point that limitation of time catches up with the application, and this being an application for judicial review, we are only allowed to challenge decisions that are within a 3 months period. And the argument was that we can only challenge decisions that happened after 16th April 2025. And we told the court that limitation does not happen in a vacuum. The applicants are not members of the DP NEC. They only became aware after they were gazetted on 25th April. So they are within time. So 25th April, they gazetted decisions that happened in 2020. The law says the gazette has to happen within 21 days of the decision, because the Political Parties and Organizations Act says if you've made a decision, communicate the same to the EC. The EC gazettes it within 21 days after it has been made. So we do not know whether the EC received this communication and never gazetted it, or whether they never took it there until of recent. One thing we are sure about is that they gazetted the proposed amendments. So that was the second issue. We are waiting to see what court will decide on that, but the applicants are only members who are presumed to know these things after they have been gazetted. Those that attended the National Delegates Conference in Gulu in 2020 had first-hand information, and for the applicants being non-members of the National Executive Committee for the Democratic Party, they only got to know after they were gazetted. So that was the second one. We hope to get justice on the last two. The third one was that the applicants did not exhaust internal remedies before they applied for judicial review. The applicants have indeed done that, but the respondents, that is the DP, Honorable Siranda, are people that do not receive documents. As lawyers, we have also tried to serve them. They don't sign receipt because they thrive on technicalities. So that was raised, but these communications were indeed made. Unfortunately for them, what they forget is that this application spans a long period of time. Even if you say the applicants didn't exhaust remedies after the sham election, but how can a sham election stand on a challenged delegate list? So if the delegates list were challenged, and if these delegates that are electing, so the election itself has a problem. But that was their second argument, and we respond.
The Democratic Party today is not the same as the Democratic Party that I joined many years ago. The Democratic Party that I joined many years ago was a party of very respectable people. If you respected yourself, you were a member of DP. We stood for truth and justice. We practiced it in almost every single aspect of our lives, and we criticized those who did not. Our difference, the difference between the Democratic Party and other parties was about integrity. Today, it is very sad that we are taking our leaders to court for lack of integrity, for cheating, for lying. It is really a sad situation, but we have to do this in order to bring back the Democratic Party to be respected and to bring it back to where it belongs. It belongs to the people, the members in their villages and in their homes. Today, the Democratic Party, as you can see, is just a bunch of them at the headquarters. Today in court, the so-called Vice President of the Western region came with 3 or 4 brothers. One is a chairman in Isinjiro, another one is a chairman in Chirhura, another one, a family representing many districts when they come from just one small village in Isinjiro. That is how low the caliber of a democratic leader in this leadership has sunk. So we are basically here to do whatever it takes to bring matters to court and prove to court that these leaders grabbed the party, elected themselves, and denied the people, the members of the Democratic Party, a chance to choose their leaders and the destiny of the party.
What?
That there's so many young people in this region who are ready to come forward and join a party that has been so downtrodden, a party that has been hijacked and made to sign some even agreements called cooperation agreements with the ruling party, which we are contesting with, which we are opposed to, which violates human rights, which cannot address corruption, which is ridden with all those things that we see here on in the media. You report them every day. They steal, they cheat, they molest women. That's not DP. How can we be in agreement with such people? How can we cooperate with such people? We are supposed to be checking them. We are not supposed to be sitting with them in cabinet. And those are some of the things we are bringing to court about the illegalities that the leadership is involved in and bringing shame to our party.
And I've been a DP member for over 20 years. I've served on the DP executive for so many years. Today I was very stunned. I was surprised when I reached court and one of the affidavits that Mr. Seranda Swan was like, Amyaka Sozi is not a member. I was like, Jesus Christ, what's this? There are some people, Mr. Seranda and Mr. Mutenyo, who are one of the respondents. They received my money, over 1 million, 1.5 million, because I wanted to contest as the National Organizing Secretary. They didn't get back to me. They disenfranchised.
Mukisango ekirina mutwera makulu era tulowooza nti ennaku z'omwezi nga 8 kooti high court erina ebyokukola bingi omusango guno egenda gugoba kubanga Democratic Party erina obukulembeze bwayo butambula bulungi. Tosobola kujja wano nti obukyalenjinga ng'ensi yonna eraba. So nja kukola appeal eri ku Madamu Edith Yanyima ne Kamyaka Sozi ne Dumba bakole apology mu kibiina ate bibona nti bagikoze tugenda kubatwala mu disciplinary committee okubeera nga tubatereeza obutaddamu kwemoolera mu Democratic Party okutuusa ebbanga lyonna. N'olwekyo singa Democratic Party lawyer waffe asabye nti guno omusango tiguliimu nsa, guno omusango gwa butaliimu, babeere nga bagugoba. Era tulowooza nti kooti ennaku z'omwezi nga 8 ekisango kino bajja kukigoba kubanga tukirina mutwe na magulu.